Good afternoon, loves. Hello. How are you? It's Claudia, and welcome back to the vlog. This vlog is going to account for yesterday, which was Tuesday, and today, Wednesday. Why? A girl got busy. A chick was super busy yesterday. One thing and then another. And I tell you, I got up another main channel video. I've got to get videos up on my main channel all this week so that I can keep that as tight as I keep this vlog channel, okay? So a girl has to go MIA sometimes. But hey, I hope you guys are well, and I am so tickled to be up and at 'em another gorgeous day. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the blessing of this new day. I'm just back in from running the car, one of the cars, to the shop. What a magnanimous experience it was. I promised them that I would give them a great Google review because they deserve it. So I'm going to go on over here to the bar, get that Google review done, and then, lovelies, it's on to a blueberry waffle. I wish you guys could have one with me. So come on with me over here to the bar and let's get this eat on because I am so hungry. Why am I dressed in a fedora and some shorts and a bikini top? Because I'm treating myself to the pool today. Yes, I told you there were so many facets to Claudia. We're all so many things, so many splendid things. There we go, brunch. Homemade waffles with walnuts and blueberries. Then I need to print out my manuscript and take that with me to get it printed out at FedEx. What a lovely afternoon. These blueberry walnut waffles are better than the Waffle House. They give the Waffle House a go for its money. Hey loves, I'm back. I tried to leave a review for the transmission place. Let me get this hooked up right. I just think if you have done a great job and you're in business, it is always great for your clientele when they take a choosing to review you and give you a great review if that's what you earn. Whatever you earned in their opinion, the public would benefit to know what people think about that business. So I really thought Mr. Transmission was excellent. From the moment I walked in the door and Dee greeted me and listened to my issue, took my keys right away and went to work on what I needed done with my son's car. I went to give Mr. Transmission a review, as you saw, with my computers on the counter at home. Google tells me, take a moment and put your name down. You don't have your name. And would not let me write a review. That has never happened to me. And I just wrote a review for my dentist. I'm at Mr. Transmission trying to leave a review. I promised them. Google says you can't go any further without changing your name. I was like, oh my goodness, my name is Claudia's Universe across Google services. So what did I do? I changed my Google account from Claudia's Universe to Claudia Moss. Guess what, guys? Before I left the apartment, I emailed myself a couple of documents from the disk drive that I showed you, the big jumbo drive that is my storage drive. I emailed myself writings that I'm going to go back and revisit, and I'm going to go over to the business establishment right here and get those printed out. But I just wanted to come sit near the pool, recline, be easy, and enjoy. I get over here to the pool and learn that it's chained off. Nobody is out there. Nobody can access the pool. No reason, no rhyme. There's the golden goddess out there like, what's up, girl? My mom is in there chilling. Yes. I want to talk a little bit about loneliness. I'm in this room. I'm by myself. I've been by myself the whole day. And I cannot tell you that I'm lonely. I'm not lonely. I am alone for a large extent of my days and nights. And yes, that's my rainbow bracelet. You guys know that there have been trends of the rainbow in your clothing. In the fashion world, there are trends for the rainbow, but there should be trends for the rainbow in the LGBTQ world all the time. And it is, because this is my rainbow bracelet. Yeah. And I guess my car is my rainbow as well, with all that bright yellow. Anyway, let's get back to the point at hand, loneliness. One of my sisters broached the subject of loneliness and asked me about whether or not I was lonely, because she admitted that she was lonely. And there was an echolalia of sadness in the way she said it. I had to pause a minute and collect myself and really think about it before I responded. I am alone for a large part of my days and nights. If it were not for the fact that I lived with my son, and if it were not for the fact that I have a few friends in my day around here that reach out to me and I reach out to them, I would be alone without really having too much contact with anyone else. And I do remember saying in another video, I did film a video saying I missed my friends. So loneliness was never an issue. I had to cordon myself off and quarantine myself just to sit down and write poetry, write fiction. Because writing is a solitary profession. It is a solitary activity. And I embraced time alone to write, especially when I was teaching, and it seemed like I never had time to be alone to create unless it was done on the weekend, and I had to really safeguard that. I fill the space that people would call loneliness with Claudia's Universe, and all the things that I love to do. And when I do that, that time is fulfillingly spent. That time is fulfilled in a wonderful way with the things that I do. I have time in that space that people call loneliness to create videos, to plan videos, to make up, to experiment with makeup, to experiment with hair and my style and my fashion. I have that space to read and return to other parts of me that I've missed and need to never divorce or leave for such a long period of time again. I have that space to read and review and collaborate and talk with other writers. I have that space to get to know Claudia and be comfortable with Claudia and love her for how she moves in her inner world here and how she moves out there with other people. My sister listened, as she always does, and I tried to make sure I had the right words that wouldn't circumvent her experience, because loneliness is real. It visits us, but it doesn't have to stay. You don't have to hold loneliness. You allow it to come and go like a guest in your guest house. To crib a little bit of Rumi's poem, nothing comes to stay. It passes, everything passes. We create sometimes our own turmoil when we try and hold something that was supposed to move along and pass through. You're supposed to feel it, know it, deal with it your way, whatever way you choose to deal with it, and then let it drift by, let it go. It would be to me much like Beloved coming to stay with Setha, and then Setha trying to keep her and somehow make this baby grown girl ghost behave after she sliced her throat years ago and sent her to the underworld, and now here she is back. But when she had to go and walked out of the house and the women were singing in the front of Setha's house in the novel Beloved by Toni Morrison, Setha didn't try and keep the beloved baby girl that's now grown there. She didn't try and keep the specter there in the house. She let her walk out and implode outside in the backyard. I'm not trying to keep this state of aloneness because I want a significant others. Because I told you all before, I want to experience a triad relationship, and that would not be just one person. That would be for me, two other people in a relationship with me. And in wanting that, I know that that will come. I'm confident that that will come. And so I'm not trying to hold this state of being alone to a certain extent. I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling it with me and creating. But when it shifts and changes and I meet the beloved who will be with me in my triadic relationship, I'm going to embrace that the same way I am embracing this state of aloneness now, and enjoy the ebb and flow of life, just like the beauty of this day. That I was thinking about loneliness and pondering my sister's wonderful question, and thinking about my response. And then I turned on my cell phone the next morning, and there was Grace F. Victory, one of my fave YouTubers in the trio I like to think of as a trio with Shirley Iniang and the Beauty Crush, Samantha Maria, and Grace F. Victory. And then I saw on my feed Grace Victory. I looked at it. I was like, wow, I haven't seen her in a minute. And I looked to see what she was talking about. She was doing her makeup and chatting about her life update, her health, her mental health, and etc. And she was also talking about loneliness. It was enthralling that the serendipitous nature of the universe seemed to have synchronized all of it to bring to me what Grace said about loneliness and made me think about loneliness in a different way. So look at this. Grace had comments under her video from various ones because so many people love Grace, just like me. And one girl had written loneliness and a sad face. And Grace's response was, I like to look at it as space that more fulfilling things will eventually fill. But for now, it's space to heal. Welcome it if you can. The more you push against it, the more it hurts. And I thought, Grace, you said that. You said that simply, artistically, memorably, beautifully. I loved that. And I had to think about that and pass that on because I thought my sister would love it as well, and she did. My sister is a woman of words as well, just like me, and we love the power of words to change our worlds, our inner worlds, our outer worlds. I love that. And then I thought about it more, and I thought, you know what? She's right. The more you push against anything in life, you could push against roaches if you had a house full of roaches. But the more you push against it, rail against all of the critters walking around your house, the more it will hurt you that they are walking around your house. But the minute you accept the reality that they're in your house and walking around your house, and you can do something about it other than sit down and rail about it, hoop and holler and scream about it. You could handle the situation, and your reality will be you did something constructive, you focused, you decided what you would do, you did it, and now you're in another reality where you're not pushing against anything or hurting yourself. You simply took action and a thing's done. Whatever you decided to do. You could be pushing against a person, hurting yourself. But the minute you stop hurting yourself and pushing and accept that you either like, don't like, love, hate, are indifferent to the person, and you stop giving that person your energy, the situation changes. The person will seemingly change. Why? Because you decided you could change the most important person to change, and that was you. So once you decide to stop fighting and stop pushing, you allow the universe to work for you, because it's always working for you. But when you're fighting so hard, you don't know it. And I guess it turned out to be quite a lovely venture sitting in this window instead of sitting by the pool where I'd be hot and sweating. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like, and let's get some conversation under the video. All right? Under the vlog in the comment section.